Hey everybody, what's going on? I want to do a video tonight. I know whenever I post anything that's firearm related, this little ad pops up and it always says the 9mm won't protect you, and then you click on it and it takes you to some stupid site trying to sell you something. You had the debate over stopping power, capacity, is it a reliable round? I want to talk about some of these things, and what I want to do is, first off, as always, I always say I'm not an expert, in firearms by any means. We'll leave that kind of talk to the professionals. The reason I'm making the videos is to question some philosophies people have about cartridges and handguns, on what they carry. In New Jersey, you can't carry a handgun. They catch you carrying a handgun, bye-bye, sweet prince. You're on your way to prison, and let's hope you brought a lot of soap for your new friends. It's tough here. It's just terrible state. It's just very gun unfriendly. Unfriendly gun state. So let's talk about the 9mm. I'll talk about why I like it, and some of the reasons why. I think you'll hear this conversation all the time, talking about stopping power. Should I have a 45? Should I carry a 40 S&W or a 357 SIG? Because of stopping power, or an FM56. I need something that's got a pierced body armor. I don't get caught up in that crazy nonsense, or if you carry a 9mm you should be swinging on a pole at a gay bar. That's internet malarkey, like the doomsday predictions and zombie apocalypse, and it's just media hype. I'm a firm believer in anything is better than nothing. Even if you're walking around with a Beretta Tomcat or Alley Cat, it's better than not having anything. But the internet will tell you that, oh, the 38 ACP is useless, or it sucks because you have personalities out there that, they push an agenda. Anything is better than nothing. The reasons I like the 9mm, it's a very fast cartridge, dependable cartridge, very cheap to shoot, cheap to buy. I buy most everything on the internet. The FFL here, he gouges you. You get a box of cheap shells. And this dude wants like $30. He's just out of his mind. Must be smoking bath salts or something. Screwball. But we won't get into that. I'm interested in the 9x18 Makarov. That has piqued my interest, and so is the 38 ACP Walther PPK. I think next purchase will probably be a CZ82 or CZ83. I also like the 32 too. They're like 2-2-2-2. The 32 too. I also like. It'll be the Walther, the CZ, or maybe a Bulgarian Makarov. They just got my interest for some reason. I don't know why. I guess the simplicity of them and the dependability of them. And the 9mm, it has a very manageable recoil, which brings you to shot placement. People always say stopping power and lethality, and they'll throw all this stuff at you, and it's just a wall of confusion, Me personally, I don't ever want to get into a gunfight with anybody. I think the idea of having something is, having a handgun is to get you out of harm's way, to help you get away. Every day is not a standoff situation. I mean, my bedside gun's a revolver. It really always has been a revolver. I sold my 41 Smith & Wesson, and to this day, I kick myself for selling that firearm a few years back. I just kicked myself with a steel boot right in the chops. Ugh, stupid move that was. So now I picked up the 357 Magnum by Smith & Wesson, the 66. Basically the 9mm and the well, these are all basically the same animal, but these are automatic pistol cartridges. Can't use these. The 38 is is probably my absolute hands down favorite cartridge. It's cost effective, the recoil's manageable, and I shoot well with it, as well as I can shoot. I'm not the greatest shot in the world. I've said that in quite a few videos, because I just don't get enough practice. I don't get to the range enough because it's just so damn expensive here, and you get blocked at every. They discourage firearms ownership in New Jersey. They make you jump through so many hoops, and they make it so hard for you to go to the range, and so costly. And you get crazy rules like you have to go to the range, you got to pay an initiation fee, you got to pay $30 to use it for a half hour, and in that half hour you can't bring your own ammunition. You have to buy their overpriced ammunition. It's just a big hassle. And there's a reason why it's that way, because they want it to be a hassle. That's because they want to stomp out all gun ownership. So the 38 Special is my absolute personal favorite. The 357 Magnum, great cartridge. The thing I like about these two cartridges, these are traditional cartridges, is simple, very dependable, and with the 357 you have the choice to run either round. You could run the 38 Special, which is a little bit shorter, a little less powder, a little less kick, and balls out fun to shoot. The 38 always brings a smile to your face. To me it does. The 357 also goes into the 357 revolver. Well, that makes sense. That's just what I said. But it's got a larger cartridge with more powder, and it's got a little bit brighter report. Throws a hell of a fireball out the front, I'll say that. And it's just more powerful, much more powerful. You know immediately the difference between these two when you pull the trigger. And this, for me, is bedside. This is out in the woods. That's just my philosophy behind it. I don't think every day is a standoff. Not everybody's wearing body armor or any of that nonsense. For me, it's just home defense. Let me get your take on, and like I want this to be completely civilized. Get your take on what you think is the all-around best cartridge, either for home defense or for personal carry, and just tell me why. What reasons is it for you? The reasons I like revolvers are I've never ever had a problem with one. Never. I think with the semi-automatic handguns, you sacrifice a lot of the dependability for capacity. PX4 Storm holds 15 in the magazine and 1 in the pipe. It's a lot of rounds. You don't have to carry a speed loader on you, or 10 extra magazines, or a box of hand grenades, or a cruise missile with you wherever you go. I just kind of think that it's just the way I think. Something's better than nothing. And I like to have the opportunity, especially with the 38, with shot placement, it can be lethal, but it's not a slaughter every time you pull the trigger. Now, you're not killing someone every time you pull the trigger. I don't ever want to kill anybody. Would like to have the choice whether the shot to be lethal or, like I said before, to get you away from the bad situation or subdue the individual without killing them. That's just my opinion, and I would like to get your opinion on what you think about what we just talked about. Later, guys.